Got this new event going on, training places. So let's start it. Joint training. Wow, why do I feel so sleepy? No, not me too. I can't afford to fall asleep now. I must protect Great Rimuru. Great Rimuru? Leave the rest to me and get some sleep. Oh, this is when Rimuru became a demon lord. That day, there were a lot of different changes taking place. Raphael, the former great sage, and I had evolved, and then there was the gift. Each of us obtained the power we'd wished for, but wouldn't you know it, Shion asked to get better at cooking when reincarnated. It was a baffling decision, but the Master Chef skills she obtained was potent. Sure, the food didn't look pretty, but it tasted exponentially better. It tasted good no matter how she cooked it because of guaranteed results, an effect of the Master Chef skill that overrides the target result. The skill had applications in battle, not limited to nullifying enemy barriers, destroying weapons, and other broken shenanigans, however. I tried my hand on a new dish that I'd love for you to try. I know you say it's new, but Shion, this doesn't look any different from last time. Well, I used different ingredients, so I'm pretty sure it tastes different now. I don't understand how it looks the same even though you use different ingredients. Case in point, Shion has only been using her skill for disappointing purposes, and it's really create a waste. Well, it does taste good, though a bit gritty. I'm so glad it's to your taste. I say it's good, but I don't recall the texture of sand being into my taste. Shion's evolution into Wicked Oni unlocked a broken Tear skill for her, but she wasn't the only one among the former Kaijin. All of the others who'd evolved into Oni had also acquired their own unique skill. While I have a general idea of what they all are, the man to Great Rimuru, it seems very possible that there are others like Shion who haven't realized how to make use of those skills. That being the case, sorry for calling you out here like this, Biscuiteers. I know you all have your own hands on full rebuilding Iruzani. There's absolutely nothing to be sorry about. After all, isn't this training going to help us defend our rebuilt country? Glad to hear. After all, if we are ever attacked by an enemy who's a real threat, the Lanthropes of Zania and our only would need to coordinate. Yes. Purpose of this joint training is to help us learn about our respective strengths and weaknesses, so we can optimally back each other's up in battle. I see. So that's why you call us Sue, and Haku, the three pillars responsible for Tempest military affairs. Wait, for me. How come you didn't call me for such an important training session? I was hoping you'd show up. Let's settle things from last time. CC Sophia wants me here too. That's exactly why I didn't call you. I was hoping to work out on our teamwork drill in this training, but now I want to see how strong you are post-evolution. I danced with death and came out alive. I have nothing to be afraid of now. Now I'm scared, very scared. Was that only 10,000? Wow.
よし、行くかみんな。
俺と勝負しようってのかい？
皆様は私がお守りします。頑張りますね。はいて、はいて、はいて、行きます。勝利ポーズです。
Well, that went quick.
書く。
Sue's motive. Aha, I love it. I guess we are both stronger now. I guarantee you I can handle your full power. Magic bullet now. You want to test it? Now you have asked for it.
ふむ。
Could you please think about the potential of casualties for the people around you, Shion? If you have to go Kikamaru version 2 instead of magic bullet.
それは
But Sophia doesn't have a
う
weapon.
ーん。
How come you becomes considerate only when it's about bladed objects? Well, I guess the fact that you are being considerate at all is a sign of growth. Don't you hold back now. For you and me, our bodies are our weapons. Not only understand, but if that's an order, Sophia, don't come back and haunt me if I cut you down, alright? Are you sure about this great remove? I'll be sure to stop them if it looks like one of them may get hurt. Get to know our weapons. Yeah, the idea came to me while watching Shion's fight with Clayman. Kyuubi's weapons are sometimes capable of things even the wielder doesn't know. And that must be because of Kyuubi's unique skill, Divine Craftsman. Instead of just providing weapons, once we systemize how to use them and teach the troops, it should sufficiently improve our adaptability in combat.
どうだ？
The same way the Lyanthropes have to understand their own unique abilities in combat. Take you for instance, Benimaru, with your unique skill, General Lizimo, you should be able to manage and get the most out of your weapons, subordinates, and sworn friends. In other words, you arrange this training session not only to assess the unique qualities of the three Beasketiers, but also of the owner.
よし。
That's right. In that case, would it be alright if we followed Sophia's example and did a little review of where we left off the last time? It really depends on how you say it, doesn't it? Well, I suppose a little sparring is fine. Did you even take part in the fighting back then? No, I didn't. That's why I'm looking forward to today very, very much. Is anyone willing to be my partner? Sue, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? It's something that's been on my mind since I heard about how she took out Yamza, the middle finger of Clayman.
あら
Oh, did Gob tell you about that? Yes, hearing about your true form during the fight aroused my interest. Huh, that's quite a feat. Please let him try what he has in mind.
よし。
I'm with you on that. Alright, you two, you have my permission?
よい。
お願いし
Understood.
ますわ
Have asked for a better match. Ready? Yes, come at me from any direction you like. How do you plan to get past this
こ
thread?
れは
Have you? The string clearly doesn't look flimsy enough to be cut or
ご覧あ
coiled.
れ
Very well, I have my own experience to conduct on you too. Oh, the lightning.
なるほど。
She conducted electricity through the string. Man, that makes me jealous. I wonder if we can't use that to make a phone somehow.
実行しますか？
A generator would be needed to provide periodic electricity, of course. Joan so would require modifying her into a generator. Definitely not. That's scary as hell. so to speak. Turning on to a generator. You're on the right track, but this thread can't also send false signals to the brain, a property which gives me control over the thread's
かしこまりまし
conductivity.
た。
This I'll show use my snake eyes too. This is where I wanted to see the eyes that overwhelmed Yamza. I need to test myself. Come at me.
これが戦場なのですね。
遊んであげましょう。
皆様は私がお守りします。得意技なんです。はい。行きます。皆様、お疲れ様でした。
Alright. Taguin. The string had turned to stone. The eyes of the heavenly snake, they are just as potent as I thought. So, did I pass your experiment? You wanted to test if the eyes of heavenly snake could change the material property of sticky still thread. However, I plan to have you bear with me in this experiment for a little longer. Recreate this scenario.
あら
See, when you say recreate, I take it you're referring to Yamza's magical artifact. I have no doubt Yamza not in the same league as you as far as the quality of the copy and the original base strength. In your fight with Yamza, I hear you forcibly destroyed his copy by destroying the magical
Whatever.
artifact, but there are no tricks or gimmicks with this copy. Wait, now then, whatever shall I do? You seem confident. Personally, I'd also like to test myself to see whether I can corner someone of your ability with this clone. I even heard you were aware of Gobta's presence when he was hiding in the shadows. Looking at how you destroyed the artifact and came up with countermeasures for the body double, and how shadow movement, your strengths are as perfect fit for how I fight. If I should ever come across an enemy with strengths like yours, I would likely be at a disadvantage.
仕方ありませんわね。
You'll have to forgive me if I don't live up to your expectation, but I will give it my all. I'll be making the first move this time, so be ready yourself. You're quite agile. I'm a little too quick to be caught by a big old lumbering sword like that.
ですが、
That may be true, but Go Gekamaru version 2 is a precise gift from Great Rimuru and modified for me by Kurobu, so it has to be this weapon. I need to get stronger alongside this Odachi. I will lay in my full strike. I was shocked by Sue that I merely forgot she just said lane it, didn't she? No, that wouldn't be good. Detecting the individual Shion's activation of guaranteed result triggered by her unique skill Master Chef. The individual Sophia evade skill will be nullified and overwhelmed as Shion's desired result to bisect, which means Sophia's going to be cut in half. You're not ready for who's gone stronger. Shouldn't that be guaranteed to have cut her in half? Has enabled an otherwise impossible paradox. The second sword came in contact with her upper body. Sophia transformed from her bipedal human form into her quadrupedal phone.
ふむ。
Oh, you mean that drunken tiger? So you're saying she was able to avoid the attack in the nick of time by transforming into a beast form?
ぜ、
Whose sudden transformation caused the human torso guaranteed for bisection to disintegrate, which was processed as a
なる
bisection.
ほど。提案します。
If you are referring to the term derived from the evasion maneuver of the water flow species, then triggering would be more appropriate.
これが戦場なのですね。
俺と勝負しようってのかい？
よし、やってみるか。ここは私。はい。やつ、はいつ、せーの。強敵、お守りします、ニムル様。ありがたいけど、無理はするなよ。
遊んであげましょう。
得意技なんです。対応策は。や、はい、せーの。
Alright.
しょ
Don't know what that does, but sure. Calling time. Oh boy, this place is really buzzing. You can say that again. I'd say we look like the ones slacking off right now. Haven't we sparred before though? You know that one time you visited us as a special ambassador? After my match with Lord Karian, as an afterwards, we were just about to say afterthought. Well, that time I won. Yeah, I guess I was losing afterthought. I was surprised when you suddenly picked a fight with Lord Karian, but I can't really talk, since I did the same thing once too. Provoked Demon Lords though, in my case it wasn't your master, but Milim. I'd say you're one lucky guy. After all, if you factor in the time Lord Karian was attacked, she may have been holding back, but you were attacked by Milim Trace, and you are still alive. Everyone from Tempest saved my neck when my country and I were sent flying, and Great Rimu saved me during the Charybdis incidents. As much as I'd like to redeem myself, I don't have the kind of motivation that those two have to test my mettle against you guys. Well, I guess it would be a matchup we have had before. Phobio, may I request a match with you? Huh? With you, Haku? Winning against you feels even less likely, but wait, I didn't mean...
だから
I'd prefer to go with a lesson format, you know? That way you can teach me the ropes, as expected of the three beasts. I can tell you are just as ambitious as those
Yes.
other twos. Chain and Tempest is a cut above the rest. I have everything to learn from a lesson with the man who trained them. Then, for the young master opponent, how about Grucius, who's spying us over there?
何
I've been found out, huh? Well, the three Biscuiteers are the guests of honor, and my post is with Ben Marriott, so I don't really feel I need. Do you mean to suggest that it'd be easier on you if if I were your opponent? Shall I rip you into shape as always? Then I'll take Benimaru,
そう
please.
だな
Well, I'll guess I'd take me given those two shows myself, of course, what you do. Realize sparring with me is no walk in the park.
やれやれだぜ。
Of course I do. If I don't make you serious, one false step could mean kissing this life
容
goodbye.
赦はしない。
Let's do this then. Feel so proud of everyone for training without being told. The problem
お
is,
任せを
even if you do turn into a tiger, you clipped the end of my tail hairs. Talk about a close shave. Haha, it's been some time since I have been in such a heated battle, Sue.
と
Don't you think this is a good stopping point? I feel like you should have a good idea of each other's abilities by now. Not finished yet. What shall we play next, Master Sue? Appear to be satisfied yet. How shall I respond? I forgot 3 of these full combat addicts. Fine, I'll join the fray so we can wrap up this party. It's my fault for Golden, but I must admit I slightly underestimated her. What's this? Are you going to be my opponent now? In that case, I need to give this my all,
い
don't
い
I?
な
Are you joining in? I'm challenging you to then. Hey, wait, Sophia, fine. In that case, I'll protect Great Rimuru. I'm really trying to be the responsible parent here, and not making things crazier.
よし行くかみんな
俺と勝負しようってのかい
皆様は私がお守りしますこのスキルで行くぞはいいていてはい行きます
こんなもんじゃねえだろいいぜ
ここは私はい
強いなお前
行きます
これしきまだまだ行きますよ
とっておきだ
なんて
Final attack.
勝利ですね
Dreamblade. It's not like I didn't know, but training with Haku is hard work.
あ
I'm sure the reason Gucius suddenly got so much stronger is because he trained under
あ。い
Haku.
やはや。
I'm just as surprised as you are. He evolved when Great Rimuru became a demon lord, but you all didn't have that luxury. And yet you pushed me this hard. You have become sufficiently stronger, so much so that I can hardly believe it.
ああ。
I feel the same way. Fabio and Gucius have both improved this much with sheer effort.
なるほど。
Like Sophia said, we can still get along a lot stronger if we put in the work. Apparently, that's something she learned from Faden midway.
ああ。
Yeah, we heard about that too. That's why we have continued training up until
So da na.
now. I see. Well, it looks like we'll end up like the hare to the tortoise if we become reliant on evolutions from blessings and don't improve ourselves. You're absolutely right. So even these two acknowledge the fruits of hard work, huh? Well, this is a perfect. Do you have a moment?
ああ
I'd like to ask the two of you to be product testers for Kurubu's prototypes. Tapes.
おう
I'd like you to try out a Kurubu model of the knife you typically use, and Fabio, I'd want you to try a Kurubu model of your armor. This is clearly a unique class equipment. It's crazy to think he can craft this stuff.
なんだ
Oh, you can tell though he did make them using your equipment as a reference, so it doesn't look all that different.
おお
Yeah, but the quality under the exterior is a whole different ball game.
ああ
Yeah, I'm getting chills just trying it on. It's lighter than my old army, so light actually that it feels like I'm not wearing anything.
なあ
You hold him, Benamaru Haku. How strong do you see these two getting with this equipment? To describe it as basic improvement in performance wouldn't do it justice if the very quality of the fade-in style becomes a higher
です
grade.
ね
Yeah, we are talking about the combination of Lycanthrope and unique class equipment. There's no telling how much stronger they'll
そうだな。
get.
書く
The individual Fabius reserve of magicals is greater than that of the individual Benimaru.
ああ
You got Raphael to say that when she was still a great
結
sage.
局
So you want us to fight another match in these right now, but Great Rimu? I used to Kurubu's equipment, so I got an itch to test out what it's like to have you two to use them
そうだな。
instead. You mean Shion's great katana is also a unique class? You could have told me that sooner. Tried blocking a number of shakes from Shion's Ododachi, and I could block the physical damage, but I kept taking damage to my spiritual form. Sorry about that, Sophia. Albus Shion Sue. I want you all to take a quick break,
Shoot.
alright?
うん
Is it just me, or did Sue just let a sigh of relief? Are we all done? I'm not that tired yet. I should have stopped sooner. And then I'll go up against Fabio next.
何
Then that means I get... You are used to me by now, aren't you?
や
Ah.
行こう楽しいな
ーやってやりますよ
皆様は私がお守りしますこのスキルで行くぞはいやはい畳みかけます
こんなん知ってるおらおら
ここは私はいえいやはいせーの
ついてこられるおら
得意技なんです対応策はとっておきだはいや行きます
受けてみなおら
対応策は畳みかけますそれ
負けたぜ
勝利ポーズです
Legion tag. Wow, this is better than we expected.
Oh.
This knife is something else. They are watery motions like it hover in melee like a dragonfly or bee when I thought.
すげえな
This armor is crazy too. Each player is cowled, so I can run at full speed and not feel any wind resistance. Has its optimal equipment for Gushia's skill with the knife and Fabio's
そう
quickness.
だな
That's aside, those two pieces one especially made for those two. In other words, that gear makes it possible for anyone to use those
つまり
tactics.
な
Look for inspiration in everyone's ignite strength and forge it into equipment. Then make that the standard gear of our army. If we can do that, we'd be practically invisible. Wouldn't we? Could you ask for a better alliance partner or what?
よろしいでしょうか。
So I feel the results of spawn and testing our equipment have been satisfactory. From what I have seen so far, I feel like we can come up with some interesting tactics depending on how we can pair up the three beasticatoes with our only. Sue Elvis next. I'd like the two of you to build some traps in the forest. For catching what exactly? We are close to Iozani. The neighboring countries is a vacant plot now, so the magical beasts have been reacting to the changing environment. We'll be hunting any beasts that have started roaming out of the typical territory. Is that correct? That's exactly the plan.
はい。
さて。
That normally move in packs are roaming solo. I sense gaps in their presence.
そうだな。
Is it possible for you to plant your string on the ground instead of in the trees, so it covers a large area like a root? Forget being one step ahead. I feel like you know what I'm thinking before me. It's actually a little terrifying. My deepest apologies. You got the one idea. I'm paying you a compliment. By the way, could you let Elvis know to take the string and...
さて。
Understood, Elvis. I'd like you to pass an electric current through this thread. However, I'd like the string to become instantly charged with a high voltage electricity just when it's stepped on by a magical beast. Can you do
受
that?
けたまわりました。
Well, in any case, I'll give it a try.
えい
It just instantly incinerates enemies without a sound or trace.
よし
Lightning causes a sonic boom because it rips through the air when it doesn't have a clear path to travel, but by its nature, electricity should be able to travel on distances instantly. In other words, you can pull off tricks like this if you have a long conductive
た
thread,
やすいことかと。
the sticky steel thread, with something more conductive. Now, the trap should make less noise and dispose of prey before they even howl. No, that's a stone cold expression for morbid relation.
あら。
Now I'll need to watch where I step, won't I? Especially with the lower half of my body having so much contact with the ground. Oh, I take it you're a snake below the waist right now.
我が奥義をお見せしよう。
皆様は私がお守りします。頑張りますね。はい行きます。リムル様、共に参りましょう。頑張りますね。や行きます。このスキルで行くぞ。得意技なんです。私だってやれるんです。私の魔力のすべてを。よっせーの。頑張りますね。とっておきだ。皆様お疲れさ。
Alright, I'll end it off here since I don't know how long this event is. But in any case, we'll finish it off in the next episode, guaranteed. So thank y'all for watching. Catch you